Hey there, guys and dolls. Dabe Kahuna, Tommy J, coming to you from the back cave or the green room here at Elven Alchemy. Just want to give a quick little update. Just no music today. I'm just doing handheld with the phone. But the other day, day before yesterday, popped seeds in, and you see they're already starting to germinate. And doing a little experiment here between the amount of air coming in at the top. So on this run, on this side, we're just putting the silk underneath and then putting the tray on top, which is what so you see it's nice and aerated. And then the bottle, I'm also running with a little bit less weight. With all the water, I think it needed less weight. I'll show you that in a minute here. So this side is exactly the same, but it just has the silk on top. And so we're going to check which germination rate works better and growth rates. So that's this side over here. Let me take you in the other side. So I'm just going to scoot under the thing here. Hang on a sec. Turn the light on over here. So over here you see we got nice stretching along here. That's actually just about ready to go, but you see how uneven it is there, and I got an uneven hole here. I got an uneven hole here. This side's lower, and this one's really pronounced on. Like, look down there, and then look how high these are. So that's what led me to think maybe I wasn't getting enough oxygen on the top on some of these. So then you see this is ready, just about another day and a half or so. This will come out of here and go under the lights in the front, and then another sack of seeds will have been soaked, sterilized and everything, and then soaked, and then put in trays so that when this comes out, new seeds go in, and they'll be roughly 3 days behind that. So once a week that feeds the one, once a week that feeds the front one, and you just alternate back and forth, and so you wind up not having any issues with stacking trays on top of trays while they're germinating and everything like that, dealing with cooties. We don't like cooties here. And speaking of not liking cooties, one of the reasons I haven't done a vid is we just got a new toy. Let me show it to you. We're kind of nuts with, well, anybody who's followed us for a while knows we're nuts with keeping things clean, if you remember the old Bat Cave and everything. So I just picked up an Insinger Aqua Scrubber. And what it is I just gave it a quick douche with some hydrochloric acid. It's 1 year old. And it's like a $5,000 stainless steel sink, or it might be a little more than that, I don't know. Obviously we got it used, so we got a little bit of a discount, which is always, what do they say? Everything's cheaper with a deduction. So what you have in this side, now this, let me grab it here, can I? Oh, I have it right now. We just moved a lot of things around. So the big sheet trays, like these kind that you use in restaurants, that'll handle 2 of them. One there, and you can, stack that all up. So this is the sanitizing sink. And under there, you see there's a heater and a pump. And I don't know if you notice the thick space between these two sinks. Here's a thin one, but all except for that thin wall right there, all the sinks are insulated. So you can drop your sanitizing water in here, and you're sanitizing, new store, whatever you're using. Or if I'm doing glassware out of the lab, I can turn that on to incinerate, have super hot water in here with like an alcohol lux, powdered borosilicate glass cleaner, whatever in there. So this is just those two holes. What they do is they just circulate some water through the heater, and then there's your regular drain. So you can have this going, all day with your sanitizer. Here is, you can see it, very cute. It says rinse sink. It tells you sanitizing sink over there. So this obviously is your rinse sink. So again, it's equally as large, and you just can douche your stuff over here. But this is the cat's meow. This is a jacuzzi for your pots and pans, or for all your trays, your buckets, yada yada yada. And so it looks like the exhaust on some badass hot rod, doesn't it? And in here, I just did, like I said, a first wash. I haven't gotten in there and cleaned it out completely. But that's the suck in, and you can see the temperature sensing units and stuff there. But there, that big thing on the bottom is another heating element. And so once again, this sink, you can fill it with your water. It tells you there's your water level. Turn it on, and I'll show you over here. There's a 7 horsepower, 3-phase electric motor there, and drives a big old pump. So that's just a super water moving jacuzzi for your tray. So when when everything's getting pulled out from the beast, and it's harvest time or whatever, you just start throwing the trays in here, and they just start washing and everything. You've got your cleaning solution and things in there. And then obviously we'll have the big water faucets with the sprayers like you do in kitchens and stuff. I'll put one there, and we'll put one over there. That's standard 8-inch OC restaurant kind of faucets. So yeah, we're pretty excited because out of this, when all these are running in lights, and when I have the wall built, there'll be a lot of these big 4x4s. There's gonna be 3 stacks of them here. So we can wind up, when you figure the bottom tray and the top tray per week, just over like 400 trays that have to get washed. And that just starts adding up and eating into your time and stuff. So the other thing we're going to do is, it's kind of like milk crate or milk jug material, but like we're gonna get like 3/4 inch piece. This stuff you have your cutting boards out of, those plastic cutting boards. So we're gonna get probably 3/4 inch material, and we'll have several pieces cut to fill in the whole area. So that gives us 12 feet by 34 inch or something deep counter space to work here. And then the center one will have like with a rabbit on either side, so it can set in the 2 outside things. So if you're working and you still need water and stuff, you'll have a sink available, or you can put each of the units in and wind up with 12 feet of counter space. So I've got to get it wired up. We're gonna have to get a some plumbing lines installed to it, and plumbing out. But that's the new toy, and we are going to be able to keep everything super clean because we're weird like that. And then we have all those fabrics that we use, the silks and the substrate. And once again, I'll be able to stick it in. I might probably have to put it in a basket because that's going to suck a lot of water. But just whirling it around, pour some hydrogen peroxide in there, and that'll just clean the snot out of everything. And basically, and then when it runs through the sanitizer, keeping everything as sterile as possibly can be. Once again, because we're using the microgreens as an extract from it as an ingredient in the skincare, and then the chefs we're dealing with are kind of picky, and they should be. They're they're multiple Michelin star chefs. I mean, they've got the accolades, they've got the consistency, and there's just no way in heck from Ouroboros Farms we're going to send them any cooties. And this is how we ensure that. I've seen a lot of things with microgreens. I haven't seen people's cleaning room. You know, how you know, or, oh, you know, you just throw this in a bucket. And, you know, a little thing with the garden hose. And yeah, that's cute. It's just not, well, you know how we are. We got issues. We go a little bit above and beyond. So I've got just a little streaking, if you can see it, to get out. You know, in kitchens, you're often using very basic things for degreasing, and you can leave streaks and stuff. So I just, you know, like I said, I went through the first wash of muriatic acid. I'll probably run to Harbor Freight and get a random orbital sander to stick on the compressor, and, you know, just buff this thing out just because reasons, you know. So there's the new microgreen jacuzzi, and we'll keep you updated. Hear it again. Hope you're having a groovy day. Ciao for now.